Every photo you take inside your home with GPS enabled contains the exact latitude and longitude coordinates of where you were standing when you pressed the shutter, embedded invisibly in the file's metadata without any visible indicator that the location data is there. Tom's Guide confirmed in its March 2026 analysis of iPhone and Android location settings that this embedded GPS coordinate data is accurate to within a few meters of where you were standing, and that photos of pets taken inside your house, item S you're selling online, or pictures of your yard can all reveal your home address through embedded GPS coordinates if you are not careful about removing that data before sharing. When you post that photo to a marketplace listing, send it in an email, or upload it to any platform that preserves the original file metadata, anyone who downloads that file and opens it in any free XIF viewer has your exact home address displayed alongside the photo. The FBI's confirmed analysis of mobile location data privacy stated it directly. The same GPS that guides you home can also guide predators, advertisers, or hackers straight to your doorstep if you're not careful. The GPS feature built into your camera app was designed to help photo apps organize pictures by place and time. It was designed with user convenience as the priority, and privacy was not the primary design requirement. Your carrier is simultaneously broadcasting your location through a completely different mechanism that operates independently of any app permission, GPS setting, or privacy control you have ever configured on your device. In my April 2024, the FCC fined AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, and Verizon a combined $200 million for illegally sharing customers' real-time location data with third-party data brokers without consent, as Memaburn's May 2026 confirmed analysis documented. The carriers sold access to that location information to data aggregators, who then resold it to third parties for profit, including to organizations with no legitimate need for it, exactly what XIF metadata contains. If your phone's GPS is enabled when you take a photo, the exact latitude and longitude coordinates are stamped permanently into the file, pinpointing where you were standing when you pressed the shutter, often accurate to within a few meters. Other metadata recorded in the same file includes the exact date and time the photo was taken, your phone or camera model and serial information, camera settings like shutter speed and aperture, and sometimes the device's unique identifier. When you post that photo publicly on any platform, anyone who downloads the original file has immediate access to every piece of that metadata. The risk is not limited to intentional public sharing on social media. Files sent privately through messaging apps, emailed to buyers, responding to marketplace listings, posted in neighborhood community groups, or uploaded to insurance claim portals all carry the same embedded GPS coordinate data. A photo of an item you are selling at home, sent to a buyer through any marketplace or messaging app, contains your precise home address in the embedded metadata. The buyer does not need to ask where you live or negotiate a pickup location. The XIF data embedded in that single photo file tells them the exact GPS coordinates of your home, accurate to within a few meters. To prevent new photos from containing GPS data on iPhone, go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Location Services, then Camera, and set it to Never or Ask next time. This stops the camera from embedding location in any new photos going forward. On Android, go to Settings, then Location, then App Permissions, find Camera, and set it to Deny. Alternatively, on iPhone, when sharing a photo, tap the Share button, then Options at the top, and disable Location before sending. The Find My network on iPhone and the Find My device network on Android are the second confirmed GPS broadcasting mechanism, and they represent a case where a feature explicitly marketed as a safety tool creates a continuous location broadcast that most users have configured without fully understanding its scope. Apple's Find My network and Google's Find My device network operate by continuously reporting the device's GPS location to the company's servers so the location can be retrieved if the device is lost. Both are genuinely useful recovery tools, and turning them off permanently is not the right recommendation for most users. The privacy concern documented in the FBI's July 2025 confirmed analysis is more specific than simply disabling them. Features like Find My iPhone and Find My device are useful for lost phones, but they constantly track your device's location, and that data sits on servers controlled by Apple and Google, respectively. For most users, the practical calculation is that the genuine recovery value of these features when a device is lost or stolen outweighs the high concern of Apple or Google holding your location history. The specific concern the FBI's July 2025 analysis flagged is clear. Turn off Find My features if you do not currently need real-time monitoring. If you are not in a situation where losing your device is a realistic, immediate concern, the continuous background location reporting is serving no protective function and represents ongoing data collection with no corresponding benefit. To review and limit, Find My on iPhone, go to Settings, then tap your name at the top to access your Apple ID settings, then tap Find My and review whether Share My Location is currently enabled and which contacts in your people list can see your real-time location. To review Find My Device on Android, go to Settings, then Security, then Find My Device, and review whether it is enabled and whether you actively need it right now. The key. Question the FBI's July 2025 analysis framed correctly applies to every location permission you have ever granted. Does each feature that accesses your location provide value proportionate to the data it collects continuously in the background? The carrier location data sharing confirmed by the FCC's enforcement action in 2024 represents a category of location broadcasting that is entirely outside any individual app permission setting, because it does not go through the app layer at all. Every time your phone connects to a cell tower to make a call, send a text, or use mobile data, it shares signal data that allows your carrier to estimate your location through cell site triangulation, regardless of whether any location-aware app is running or any GPS permission is granted. In dense urban areas where cell towers are closely spaced, this triangulation can be accurate enough to identify your specific street or block, which Memaburn's May 2026 analysis confirmed is accurate enough to identify your exact street address. TechCrunch's January 2026 confirmed coverage of Apple's Limit Precise Location feature quoted a security researcher directly on this point. Most people are not aware that devices can send location data outside of just apps. While devices can limit GPS disclosure at the app level through permission settings, they have historically not been able to lock down precise location disclosure to the network itself. The FCC's 2024 enforcement action confirmed that AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile sold access to this carrier-level location data to aggregators who resold it to third parties, including bounty hunters and stalkers. The combined fine of $200 million, confirmed by Memaburn's May 2026 analysis, was described as a fraction of what these companies earn from location data sales. Memaburn's May 2026 analysis confirmed that AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile together generate over $300 billion in combined annual revenue, making the $200 million regulatory penalty barely register as a cost of doing business. The location data your carrier collects through cell site triangulation is not governed by any permission you can set in your phone's location settings. It is collected as an inherent function of being connected to the cellular network and exists entirely below the layer where user privacy controls operate. Apple's Limit Precise Location feature, confirmed by GRC Outlook in February 2026 and TechCrunch in January 2026, is the most significant privacy development in addressing the carrier-level location broadcasting that individual users previously had no tools to limit. Apple confirmed rolling out the Limit Precise Location feature for select iPhone and iPad models, which reduces how much location detail the device shares with the cell carrier. Instead of providing an exact street-level location, the device shares a broader area such as a neighborhood. GRC Outlook's February 2026 confirmed reporting on the feature confirmed Apple's stated goal: to protect users from unwanted tracking and data misuse by reducing the precision of location data shared at the carrier network level. TechCrunch's security editor confirmed the feature is a step in the right direction in providing users with greater privacy controls over carrier-level location data sharing, a category of tracking that previously had no individual-facing controls at all. The critical limitation Memaburn's May 2026 analysis documented is that as of iOS 26.5, in May 2026, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, three of the largest carriers in the United States, do not support the feature. Their absence is notable precisely because these are the same three carriers the FCC fined for illegally sharing customer location data with third-party brokers without consent in 2024. To check whether Limit Precise Location is available on your specific carrier and device combination, go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Location Services, scroll to the bottom of that screen to System Services, and look for the Limit Precise Location toggle. If the Limit Precise Location toggle appears, enable it immediately. If it does not appear in your System Services list, your carrier does not currently support the feature in the carrier-level location. Precision protection Apple built is not available to you on your current plan and hardware configuration. The complete GPS home address protection framework covers all four confirmed location broadcasting channels: photo, EXIF metadata, Find My Location sharing, carrier-level broadcasting, and the app permission layer that most location privacy tutorials address without covering the other three. Step 1 is disabling camera location access to prevent new photos from carrying GPS coordinates. On iPhone, go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Location Services, then Camera, and set it to Never. On Android, go to Settings, then Location, then App Permissions, find Camera, and Deny. For photos already taken with GPS data embedded that you need to share, on iPhone, go to the photo, tap the Share button, then tap Options at the top of the share sheet, and toggle off Location before sending. This strips the GPS coordinates from the shared copy while leaving your original intact. Step 2 is reviewing your Find My and Find My device, sharing settings with a specific question in mind. Do you need real-time monitoring right now? If not, disable it until you do. Go to Settings, then your Apple ID, then Find My on iPhone. On Android, go to Settings, then Security, then Find My device. Step 3 is enabling Apple's Limit Precise Location if it appears in your iPhone settings, which reduces what your carrier receives from street-level accuracy to neighborhood level. Go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Location Services, scroll to System Services at the bottom, and toggle on Limit. Precise location if present. Step 4 is auditing every app that has been granted any level of location permission, which for most users reveals a list of approvals made years ago that have never been reviewed. On iPhone, go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Location Services, and review every app. Change any app set to Always to While Using App or to Never if the app has no clear reason to need your location at all. Weather apps, mapping apps, and food delivery apps have legitimate reasons for location access while in use. Most other apps do not. On Android, go to Settings, then Location, then App Permissions, and review every single app set to Allow All the Time. The Allow All the Time setting means that app is actively collecting your location in the background even when you're not using it. The screen is off and the phone is in your pocket. Most apps have no legitimate reason to need this level of continuous access. The FBI's July 2025 confirmed analysis framed the essential question: does this app really need to know where I am? That question applies to every location permission on your device, to the Find My settings you configured during phone setup years ago and never revisited, and to the carrier location data sharing that operates entirely beneath the permission layer your phone's settings expose. Your home address is embedded in your photos, recorded in your location services history, and stored in your carrier's database. The settings in this video are the specific controls that limit how far that data travels and who can access it. Run through all 4 steps now and share this with anyone you know who posts marketplace photos or uses location sharing apps without thinking about the GPS data those actions broadcast.